guys, I'm going to set you up for success in your marriage by giving you the framework that God created marriage to be. And the major thing with this framework is proper alignment. So, hi, I'm Suzette, the Marriage Warrior, and I'm here to help men to be empowered husbands. And today we're going to talk about God's framework. Listen, there was a manual that God gave for marriage, and it's called the Scripture. So even if you're not religious, there's still a framework. If you follow the manual of your car and you don't put gas in the oil tank and oil in the gas tank, that car's going to run. But if you do the opposite, it's not going to run. There's a framework for marriage. The main thing is alignment. If you can understand God's created framework for alignment, then you've got a whole lot of battles that you don't have to fight. So the first thing in God's framework is God. Okay? So he's got to be at the center of your life. Again, you don't have to be real religious. You don't even have to go to church. You have to understand a relationship with God as your provider. He loves you. You are his child. You are his son. And it doesn't mean you have to go all religious with devotionals and all that. You have to just have a relationship with him. Now, devotionals and a devotional life helps increase that relationship. But first of all, you have to have your morals straight, because when you don't have your morals straight with God, as he teaches us morals, you're going to have trouble in the alignment with marriage. Let's take lying. If you lie about stuff and you're shady about stuff, then your wife is going to have trouble with that, because she's going to question this inside of you. So the God spirituality has to be aligned within you first. So that's your first order of business, is to understand that you are under God. So here's the man. He's under God. Okay. The next thing is the wife is under you. Well, most guys are like, I can't get my wife to do nothing. Well, but what is she fighting with you about? If she's fighting with you about some of the things that he's already set in motion of your faithfulness, your honesty, your ability to be trustworthy, your ability to treat people right, your ability to understand your role as a leader for her, she's going to question this and then question you. And I always say, a woman will follow this man as long as she knows he's following this man. If this man is out doing his own thing, she is not going to be in alignment. So that's your first order of business. And the main thing you got to do is get your morality right. Okay? Okay. So if you get your morality straight with Scripture, okay? No lying, no cheating, no stealing. Because where there is a lie, if you're going to lie, then you might cheat. If you cheat, then you might steal. If you steal, you might kill. Why is this? Because the father of all of these things, is Satan. Okay? He's that father. So if she is seeing these things in your life, she's going to wonder, who are you under? Does that make sense? So if you're under this in his morality, instead of this in his morality, she will then be more likely to yield underneath you. The yielding place for a wife is the place she wants to be. She is known as the weaker vessel. God called her that, not you. So no matter how empowered she gets, no matter how independent she is the weaker vessel. God made her. Your shoulders are bigger. You can lift more things. I mean, she's the weaker vessel. But if she is having to show a lot of strength, which is her operating in masculine energy, that is going to be a direct conflict with you, because you're the masculine energy. She is the feminine energy. God created her as the weaker vessel. So she's already out of sorts if she's having to do too much of this. What makes her do this? Well, trying to become a parent to this. When you are lying, cheating, stealing, killing, if you're doing all of that stuff, you're causing destruction. She then has to operate in masculine energy. Well, if you start leading like God has said to lead, which is you need to be leading the financial discussions with her. Now, if you're just doing what you want to do financially and not including her, there's no oneness here. Okay? Because he would say, include your wife. You are in a union. You are one flesh. So if you're doing what you want to do over here, you are just self-centered and selfish because you're not understanding the one flesh entity right here that he created. Okay? And then, of course, the children, the family comes under that. That is the perfect alignment. That takes leadership here for you as a man. And when you can create leadership in your own spiritual life and whatever that looks like, your own moral life, she is going to feel a big word called trust. Trusting in you because she's going to feel led. And I always tell my guys, listen, if you can get that guy straight, that woman's going to slide under like butter. And she will. A lot of the men that I work with tell me, Suzette, I was waiting for you to get to her. And she needs to grow too. So I always will work on the woman. But once I work on the men and teach him some of these skills, she just straightens up. And the men are like freaked out because of it. They're like, well, how'd she all of a sudden get better? Because he got better. He started aligning himself properly, and then it became easy for her to come under it. So the conflict stops. And then I always tell him, well, I'm going to work on her next because she needs to grow as well. Hey guys, this is Suzette the Marriage Warrior. Grow. This journey is about you growing. And the number one thing God is interested in is you and your ability to take control, power in the things he empowered you to do.